Tiger and Kitten.
No, 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 no,
Yeah, I'm a big tough guy. I can beat up a kitten.
no.
Welcome back. Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger and
Kitten.
Kitten. Did a lot of house cleaning today. Yay.
Yes.
And so we finally get to this video. Uh, but we are both a little bit sleepy, so excuse us if the energy level is a little bit lower. But it's okay. We don't need anything too energetic this round uh, because we're continuing on the sleep control series. Uh, but first, the date is November 23rd, 2021, and a little bit of a sad thing to report. Next time you see me, it's going to be short hair. I'm losing my hair tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've been saying all year that I'm going to get a haircut as soon as someone defeat me in combat, and that happened. Kitten gave me a black eye, getting my haircut. Actually, because we're going back to working on the Johnny Tiger documentary,
Yay.
so we have to get my hair to match up before
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, my super manly or super girly long hair have to go, but it's okay. Give me another 2 years, I'll grow it back.
Mhm.
Um, so without further ado, back to sleep control. Yesterday we talked about controlling the cuff of the sleeve, where you have a lot of options. But today we're going to look at what if what if you get into a fight with someone in California, where people like to wear short sleeve. Well, actually, in California, they don't even like to wear shirts, do they?
Some of them.
A lot of them like to wander around in like tank tops and muscle shirts, and there's nothing for you to grab. Mm. You just grab their shoulder strap and pull it down, and yeah, see if they still want to fight you after that. But let's say you run into someone who's wearing a t-shirt or some short sleeve polo shirt. What are you going to do in this case? In this case, what we do is we grab the I use kitten here. We grab the bicep portion. This works for long sleeve too, by the way. Don't forget, just because it's long sleeve, you don't always have to grab down here. Because when you're in combat, you kind of want to grab whatever you get your hand on first, and then slowly work your way down there to your destination. So if you get this right away, great. But if you get this up here, well, that's fine too. Right? If you can get both up here and down here, well, then you need to let go of one of them because it's kind of pointless to have both. Yeah, just saying. So you get a you want to aim for around the bicep. The key for grabbing the short sleeve control is you want to gather in as much material as you can. You do that by as soon as you grab, you start walking your finger in as much as you can. So I grab and walk and walk and walk my finger in. That's one way, right? Or you start twisting. You start twisting. eh? Start twisting. Either way, your goal is you want to gather up as much material as you can. Reason being, and let's say Kitten get my sleeve, but she doesn't get it the proper way. She just grabs the sleeve. That doesn't do anything because it's very loose. You know, at the most she's going to rip my sleeve, but my arm has so much movement, even if she's hanging onto my sleeve. Right? But if she tighten it up to get a lot of material in, then suddenly I'm restricted. And what it does is, even though you're only pulling on the sleeve, the moment you tighten this up, it pulls the material straight across the chest, the back of the neck. It will stretch the material of the entire shirt. And that will restrict the person's movement a lot more than if you're just grabbing the sleeve and letting it hang loose. So that is step one. You got to gather a lot of material as you can. Step two is you want to put, you want to screw your knuckle in toward, how would you say this part is?
On top of their ribs.
Top of the rib, that side of the rib, top of the
So,
rib. Aim for beside the rib, like you want to reach under, right? This is because if you don't do that, again, let's say Kitten get her a lot of material in, but she doesn't screw her fist in, right? I still have a lot of movement. I have a lot of mobility with my arm. I can swing for her head. I can swing for her under her rib, short rib. I can even hit her in the stomach. But the moment she screw her fist in toward the side of my body, she can feel because it's nice and close to me. Now, whatever I'm going to do with my arm, she feels it immediately. Right? I try to swing. I try to swing. Anytime I try to swing, all she does, what are you doing there to stop me?
um, I'm keeping my arm locked and making sure that my fist is driven into the your torso.
And what are you doing as soon as you feel me move?
I'm kind of holding it and making sure that I keep my balance.
She's just keeping her balance and like twisting a little bit this way, a little bit that way, based on what she's feeling. Okay? This is very important. Otherwise, if you go for that sleeve grab, you are going to get hit really bad. Okay? Make sure you screw your fist in and keep it in close to the rib. Huh? That's number two. Number three, once, because this is
Should
a,
I let go?
no, just keep
Okay.
your hold.
Okay.
This is a very dangerous position actually, because while you are here, the person have a lot of muscle room. Right? I can push really hard from here. Okay, that's a solution for that. The moment you feel the person getting too active, too hyper, too hard to control, drop your weight downward. Okay, watch this. Okay? So she's got her fist in, she got the right posture, but I'm trying to do this. Ah, immediately she dropped down, and that threw my whole posture off. Why is that? Why is that? Because again, look at how tight this is on the back of my neck, the shirt, back of my neck. Okay, drop your weight. Oh, yeah, it's pulling straight down on my spine. Yeah, the person most likely won't even suspect it, and it's quite a shock. It will it will break your posture. Right now, what if the person just try to pull back? Well, okay, try to screw your fist in, nice and tight, and the person try to pull back, drop your posture. Ugh, same thing, doesn't matter. Right? If the person start hitting your arm, drop your weight. Ah, yeah, yeah, that is totally so uncomfortable. I expect it. I know this stuff, and it's still so uncomfortable when someone does that. Okay, okay, so let go. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah.
Hard to breathe when that is going on actually. Um, now before we go, actually before we do a more realistic demonstration, how this would work, how this would look. Um, I want to say, no matter if you grab the cup of the sleeve or you grab the bicep or wherever you grab, if you are grabbing in self-defense, there is a mental state that you want to be very aware of. The mental state. Some people call it the death grip syndrome. In Chinese Kung Fu, we call it the riding the tiger mentality. Riding the tiger mentality. I know she just enjoyed that part. It's like, Anyway, why is it called riding the tiger mentality? What you just imagine, grabbing someone in combat is a little bit like getting on the back of a tiger. After you get on the back of a tiger, you're okay, good, I'm on the back of a tiger. But now what are you going to do? You can't get off because the moment you get off, that tiger is going to eat you. So a lot of people, when they grab onto someone in combat, they get into that place where, okay, now what? Now what? They are so scared of letting go. They end up holding that grip for too long. Né? Why do I say for too long? Because you hold that grip long enough, your opponent is going to figure out something to hurt you. Yeah. I've said this many, many times. The strongest weapon a person has is where?
Their brain.
Their brain. So no matter what kind of judo, karate, what kind of grab you have, if you grab onto someone for 5 minutes, that person is going to figure something out.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't want to have that riding tiger mentality. You don't want to have the death grip syndrome. When you grab someone, you want to use that time you just bought yourself to figure something out. And now I got a hold of them. How am I going to put them down? How am I going to call for help? How can I keep hold of them while calling for 911? Can I get to the self-defense tool in my pocket without losing control of them? What can I do from here? Right? Use your brain. Don't just say, okay, I got a hold of them. Now I'm going to hold them forever. Don't do that. Okay? So, with that said, now we are going to do a more like a live fire situation. So I'm going to start by swinging, slapping the kitten, and she's going to try to go for that sleeve. Keep your arm straight. Keep your arm straight. Ah, nice. Ah, nice. Okay, so all she did there was dropping me down. Okay, now obviously I wasn't going 100%, but she wasn't either, right? If you are in a real situation, once you get a hold of that sleeve and that person start to be under your control, you start working your knee from the fist screw into here. It's just a short distance from letting go of this and the elbow come here. Huh? Let go, elbow in. Huh? You will hit them before they'll hit you. Huh? The key is you need to let go. You need to do something. Huh? So that's it. For a short sleeve control, it's a little bit more dangerous, hard to do than the uh, long sleeve, the cuff, but it's equally effective if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Again, when you practice with each other, take it easy. Don't headbutt each other. Okay? Uh, in the beginning, don't go too hard because you're going to end up with a lot of ripped shirt if you do. Believe me, I went through that. Okay? Next time we'll come back and we are going to look at how to control someone from behind using their sleeve. I have to refresh my memory on that one myself. So anyway, have a good night. We'll be back tomorrow with Wisdom Wednesday.
Yes. Good
We'll,
night.
we'll talk about how Chinese people cook cats.
Oh no.